Interesting car. And here's what my car does. It does just what I've seen your cars do. It's got a GPS in it, right? Every car has that nowadays. What does a GPS do? Helps you find your way. It's terrific. Helps you know when to turn. And in fact, the GPSs I've seen in the two cars I've been in since I've been here, they have a beautiful, nice voice that goes with them. Mine has a voice that says, stop, go, turn around, don't do that. You have a very kind, thoughtful voice, a nice female voice, very soft, kind of joking. It's very handy. So my car does a GPS. Every car does that. My car shows me a map. Shows me where I'm going so I can keep on target. My car also gives me feedback about how close I'm getting to my goal. Here is the feedback. Down below, my car has a little picture, has a screen, and every 5 minutes it tells me my gas mileage. Now, the good thing about the Prius is it's a hybrid car. So every 5 minutes it tells me my gas mileage. Now, I am addicted to this screen. When I drive, the goal is to get 1 more tenth of a mile per gallon. I want to take it from I want it to go from 48.6 to 48.7, and I don't care where I go as long as I get 1 more tenth. Sometimes I drive around the block 1 more time just to get it a little more. I know I'm a little weird, clearly. And by the way, don't do what I did. Don't get your iPhone, drive down the road, and take a picture of your car while you're driving. That's just not right. So my car gives feedback. Here's what I said to you the very first day, which I think is the innovation that will take over mental health in the next 5 years or 10 years. I think it's feedback. I think it's us getting information that we use to adjust and adapt our behavior, not at the end of treatment, but along the way. If session by session you could know how much negativity there was and how much blame there was, you could plan better your next session. You would know when to move between the phases if you could see it down. Now, you have a good judgment, that's not the point. But guess what? We're finding it's amazing that if you ask clients what they think in a systematic, organized way, and we can turn it into something like my car, where you see it as feedback, it will change how you act. Here's how we do it. We call it the FFT-CFS, and it's a clinical tool, and what it does, it's our computer system, and what it does is it brings information to you where you don't have to read anything. You just look at it and you know where to go. You look at it and you know what to plan in the next session. It is a tool that allows the clients to have a voice. Now what we do, I'll show you in a second, is every session we ask the client to fill out 4 or 5 questions for us. Not on paper, but on, I would have said an Apple iPad, but I'm going to say a Samsung Galaxy, since I'm in Korea. But one of the tablet computers, we actually have them. We give them to the client fills out, they just push a button. This one, this one, this one, and they're done. Takes them 3 or 4 minutes. Finished. And then guess what? Immediately that is available for you to see how it's going, so that when you make your next session plan, you can make it in a way that fits them. What we're finding is a fascinating thing. The clients love it because they get to tell us things. And they get to tell us things that sometimes they can't tell us in words. And this is done by instruments that we've validated. They're good psychometric instruments. They have good science behind them. And so the client, it lets you know how to match to them. It also lets you know about this. Lets you know how many sessions you've had in each phase. Lets you know how to plan. Lets you know if you're sticking to the model. Lets you know the progress you're making along the way. And it lets you know outcomes. How many of you know if you're successful with your clients? Not so many of us really know How many of you measure outcome? Some, but not so many. Wouldn't it be nice to know if what you were doing worked? Be really nice to know. And if you did this with 5, 10, 15, 20 clients, eventually you know what you would have? You would be a scientist of your own practice. You would know how it worked, and you could use it to get better and better and better.